Events in the Middle East are escalating after Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh was assassinated in Iran. Here's everything you need to know. Haniyeh was assassinated in an Israeli strike in Tehran, where he was attending the inauguration of the country's new president, Masoud Pezeshkian. Turkey, Qatar, Russia, China, and Malaysia have expressed their condolences. Hamas has vowed revenge, but what options does it have?
Hamas's ability to respond is relatively limited. In other words, its rockets, it could fire rockets into Israel. Those haven't been very effective, to be frank. The war in Gaza will continue as it is, and this is not going to lead Hamas to have a more intensive warfare than it already has. The only option then left for Hamas theoretically, but that's not something they've ever engaged in, which would be to target an Israeli facility outside of Israel.
Haniyeh's assassination isn't the only event that roiled the region. Around 12 hours earlier, Israel had targeted a senior Hezbollah commander, Fuad Shukr, in Beirut, who was accused of being behind a deadly strike in the Israeli-occupied Golan Heights on July 27. Hezbollah has not yet confirmed Shukr's death, but said he was in the building hit by the strike. Given the latest developments, can we expect a response from Iran?
It is a really big embarrassment for the Iranian government, which has not been able to protect Ismail Haniyeh. And also it really shows that Israel can reach any targets that it really wants right in the heart of Iran.
The latest move appears to set back efforts to nail down a ceasefire in Israel's war on Palestine's Gaza. You see, pressure has been mounting on Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's far-right government, from families of the Israeli hostages still held in Gaza and the international community for a ceasefire, while talks brokered by Egypt and Qatar appear to have faltered. Observers are now wondering how Haniyeh's assassination might impact ceasefire talks.
So it's theoretically not impossible that Hamas would add to its conditions that a ceasefire means not only a silencing of the guns in Gaza itself, but also a pledge on Israel's part to no longer target Hamas leaders.
So where do the latest moves leave the current situation in the region? Analysts think they definitely won't de-escalate tensions.
So I think the situation is becoming more and more explosive. I mean, from the Israeli point of view, yes, they are, or Prime Minister Netanyahu's personal point of view, that he wants to prosecute the war to the point of finishing off Hamas. But at the same time, these sort of assassinations are not really going to help bringing about an end to the Gaza crisis, or for that lowering the tensions in the region, which could easily explode into a much bigger war that nobody may be able to control it at the end.